both teams to keep ball in hand. For the home side, the Bulls desperate, need to bounce back after losing to the Stormers at home. Captained by Nokia. It's good to see Jacques du Plessis part of that match 23. New halfback pairing of Papier and Steyn. Creel moved to the inside centre. It was round 1. Last time he played in the inside centre, it was against the Lions. And on debut, Sibongile Nofuka on the right wing, with Nkosi and Simelane, the back three of the Bulls. Vessel's been strong since coming off the bench. And Bernard van der Linde, the 22-year-old, look out for him as well. Very subtle front row for the Lions, but it's a loose trio. We saw Frankie Horn, a man of the match performance last weekend. Teams up with Tutuka and Fenton. Nohamba Lombard continue as a 9-10 combination. And Lowe will captain the team from inside centre. Russ, good performance last weekend. Horn, Mantwane and Van der Merwe complete the back three of the Lions. Van der Berg, Jonker, Kutsia. Andries Kutsia, lots of experience from him. He was Steyn kicks off the round 15 clash in Pretoria at Vodacom URC. Secured by the Lions. Great chase from Nofuka.
First man in.
Immediately the Bulls have one possession back. Brilliant stuff from the home side. Dylan Smith, former Lions, loose at prop. Home team on the attack. Will Hendricks. Rosman Warner just getting in the way. Superb pick up that by Morne Smith. And the penalty advantage. Steyn. Creel. All happening behind the gain line for the home side. The Bulls. And a high tackle.
Bulls straight onto the front foot. Attacking that advantage line. And no hesitation from Morne Steyn to take the 3 points.
And you think that's the reason why he's made the team, to build scoreboard pressure, Morne Steyn?
Yeah, without a doubt. And also to bring some calmness to the attacking shape of this Bulls side. You said it, great take there by Morne Smith. Unfortunately, just got a little high there in the tackle from JP Smith. Incredible career that this man has had.
In front of the upright for Steyn, and the flags are up. Home team Vodacom Bulls. They lead by 3. And takes his personal tally for the season to 20 points in the URC. Morne Steyn. Another former Lions player, and the one to see that's Melane. Lombard with a restart deep. Elrich Lowe's got it covered. Fields the high ball low. Charges on. Poor defense by the Lions as Lowe breaks 3 would-be tacklers from the Lions. Papier. Smith carries straight into Willem Albert.
Taken back. Last feet, please.
Ambrose Papier. Box kick, contestable one. Nobody claiming it in the air. Sits, knocked on. It was available for the Lions. No real commitment from both teams.
Yeah, someone just needed to call for that ball and just take ownership of it. Trying to lay the ball off to someone else in a better position. Eventually the knock-on comes in. Bit of a scramble, and then a pass to no one from Marius Lowe. But it will be scrum feed to the Emirates Lions. And the first scrum of the day.
Keep that seam. Approach. Boy. Sit.
Edward van der Merwe joined the back line, moving from the left wing. Steady platform for Nohamba. Lowe takes it up. Poor cleaning, but brilliant work that from Marco van Staden.
Oh, it hasn't taken him long to get involved. Marco van Staden straight in over that ball. Taken quickly by the Bulls. Creel. And ball and all tackle on Wandisile Similani. If he could have got that out wide, there was a bit of space with Spoo and Corsi on the outside. Good tackle by Revs Maxwana. In he comes, makes the hit as Similani receives that ball.
Focus in.
There's a very solid scrum from the Lions on their feed.
Yeah, good platform to work with. Very unfortunate.
Control.
Not clinical enough in this. The clean out. Lowry Markov started to turn possession over.
Fine. Safe.
Hamba very flat, gain to the captain. Monastein called upon to make the tackle. Hamba, same side they go. Not the kind of pace they're hoping for the Lions. Good defense from El Ruklo.
Hands off. Yes, advantage for the seatbelt tackle.
Gets a half gap, gets a pass away to Smith. Able to hang on. And a penalty advantage for the visitors, the Lions.
Seatbelt over the shoulder on 12.
Now tackle on Marius Lowe, sets it up again in that midfield. He brought the ball forward strongly. And Sanele Nahamba also showed what he's capable of around the fringes. And just dragging the pillar of defence and shifting it around.
The Lions need to build from the carry from Marius Lowe. The clean's going to be quick. If not, the offload, the support player is going to be a lot closer to Marius Lowe. And Sanele Nahamba, first kick of the match. Down, the striker's feet, immediately turns. All square in Pretoria.
Oh, clean strike from Nahamba. This is Skuman bringing it forward just over the line of the shoulder. Yes, it's a high tackle by Ulrich Lowe. No Madison involved, just a penalty.
Contestable restart from Monastein. Willem Alberts gathers for the Lions. With the safety of the 22.
No, you're not bound. You've got to be bound. Leave it.
When Horn, not going to find touch. Simelane with Monastein in support. Stein gets chance to counter for the home side. Corsi out wide, Elric Lowe. Knows one way, that is straight up the middle. Frankie Horn hangs on. The chicken pass works.
Backwards.
When Hendricks tidies up, the counter up from the Lions.
Lay on. Good contact.
Papier showing great upper body strength.
Ball's available.
There goes Papier into the right hand side. Stein out wide to Smelanik. Creel, kick. Maniras managed to block that grubber kick.
Good defensive organisation there by the Emirates Lions. They had a nice line, came up flat. The Bulls unable to really get across that advantage line at all. But it will be line out feed with Johan Grobelaar to throw the ball into a shortened line out for the Bulls.
Grobelaar to the captain, Nokia off the top, Papier, Stein. Short ball looking for Van Staden. French's tackle, was it legal? Simply happy with that. And a tester for Adolf van der Merwe. Novuka goes up but knocked on by the Lions. Advantage Bulls.
Now set play there from the Bulls, trying to strike in the midsection of the field and then come back with a kick from Monastein and the chase from
Understand?
Novuka. A couple of the Lions players find themselves in an accidental offside position here. The knock on from Van der Merwe. First it hits Alberts, and then it hits him again on the way back again. So double penalty almost.
Take the line.
He's been good form as Edwin van der Merwe. 3 tries this season. Big opportunity, home side, Bulls. Probler at the tail, stolen by the Lions. Bulls get it back. Duplessis leaves it behind for Papier. Probler takes it up. Alberts, the stop is good. Same side, go the Bulls. Corner Hendricks. Contest of the ground by the Lions is good. Schoeman's turned it over. And PJ Porter consolidates for the visitors. Humber, Bulls will be disappointed not utilising that opportunity. Interesting kick that from Lombard. A chance for Nofuka on debut for the Bulls and the URC. Papier onto the short side. Nokia back to Papier. Was that forward? The Bulls are close.
Lost it. Touch.
And a foot and touch. And Wolf van der Merwe just making sure that Amy Theron Barrett can see that foot and touch from a Bulls player.
Numbers.
Yeah, really good attack here. It's the running from depth by Nokia. Coming around the corner, the defence doesn't pick him up initially. Gets to the advantage line. Once he gets there, he's able to offload. That gets them on the front foot.
Brought out to Schoeman.
Jumping across.
Very clumsy by the Lions. Will take the penalty.
Got to go at the ball, not across. Break the setup.
Yeah, just jumping across. There's not much in it from Ruan Nokia. Well, that's what the penalty's for. The ball was well taken by Ruben Schoeman. He's got a big work rate as the second row forward for the Emirates Lions.
He's been the go-to man the last 2 seasons. Ball carrier as well. Just has grown since he's made the move from varsity captain SWD to first-class rugby. For Ruben Schoeman with the Lions. In the front. Humber, Lombard. Needs something special here. The Lions. As Mandy Ras finds Mangwane. Gorsi makes a solid tackle. Spoon Gorsi on Mangwane. That's good work taking up space by the Bulls defensively. Low. It's man and ball. PJ Porter called upon to straighten. And consolidates for his team.
And use it, balls available. Speed it up. 3, leave it.
Humber. Chester for the back three of the Bulls. Humber now on the attack. Lombard soft hands, a chance coming up here for the Lions. Horn shows a bit of pace. Goes past Nokia, 2 and 1. Van der Merwe, the pace for P. Can't hang on. Edward van der Merwe. Brilliantly done by the Lions. His 4th of the season. Try number 12 in his URC career for Edward van der Merwe.
Oh, he is a try-scoring machine, Edward van der Merwe. You give him a bit of space. It was from a kick from the Bulls. They recycle it. They get it out wide. There's fragmented defence in front of them. They play it absolutely perfectly. Here, Horn does the right thing. He just waits, runs straight, draws, gives it to the man on the outside who's got the gas and got the speed and knows his way to the try line. Edward van der Merwe.
Second full season with the Lions. Joined them in 2021 from the Stormers. Edward van der Merwe.
Let's keep it 1 to 10 second ball, please. Got that, Quinton?
There's a chairman review. Mahamba in front of the upright. Flags are up. And the Lions get to the double figures.
I'll try my best.
Just the movement of that ball and the angled running by the Lions to put the ball into space, and he'll come around for his 12th URC try. And the little gig and dance with Emmanuel Chituka.
He's got the moves. Adolf van der Merwe, must be said. Twinkle toe, unlike me and Braz. Morne Steyn restarts onto the left-hand side, straight into the sun.
Yeah, it's a good place to kick the ball.
Skuma just as good in catching it.
Available.
Sunderland Humber to Willem Alberts. Goes over
Yes,
Nakia.
ball's out.
The ball is out. Du Plessis
Fine.
onto Nohamba.
Good timing.
Unfair contest. Nohamba got the kick away though. Smelane. Papier to Smith. Big tackle that from JP Smith against Morne Smith.
Good tackle there from Skuman as well.
Van Staden. Quality carry from Marco van Staden against Willem Alberts. Papier to Morne Steyn. Sees an opening on the left hand side. Doesn't get the bounce. It's good work that from Lombard. And Steyn will let it roll into the 22. Morne Steyn.
Never touched it, just play.
And straight into touch to calm things down. Line out for the Lions coming up.
Yeah, so much experience from Morne Steyn. Just took his time. They did let the ball roll by. Wasn't going to take the chance and possibly knock that ball on because it was springing along. Knocks it out into touch and just settles things down.
Yeah, the build up to the week, Warren, and both teams are talking about desperation. The Lions want to finish strong. Possible chance to make to the top 8. Need favours from elsewhere.
I'll hold it here.
Bulls, it's almost like a knockout game week in, week out. And at the moment, someone needs to take responsibility and just take ownership of the game. They're going through their phases, and there's nothing special at the moment that's required as Van der Merwe gets a half break. Much better here from the Lions by Chituka. Lombard hangs on. Skuman again, carries. Options both sides there for Nohamba. Soft hands that from Klabakaine.
Well, I'll tell you, the momentum at the moment is with the side from Johannesburg. Lovely little offloads. I love the little same side rugby that they played around those rucks. The run from Emmanuel Chituka. The hands from Asanati and Klabakana. And they win themselves a penalty.
And the penalty is only 60 seconds.
The hands there to Smith. Goes straight in, does Marco van Staden. Never gave any daylight.
Any updates?
Second penalty for Sunderland Nohamba kicking at goal. Yeah, flags are up. Good kick. 13 points to 3 in Pretoria. To the right hand side and deep on Lions down the restart. Money Russ. And Russ takes it up. Hobler smashes him hard. Money Russ running those. Too many of them this afternoon after that hit.
Play.
Humber to Horn. With the left boot, the fullback looking to find touch. It's a good touch finder. Smelane will take quickly. Morne Steyn. Gorsi on the outside. Steyn off for the kick. Smelane took the Bulls on side. Nobody claiming again in the air. Second grab has been knocked on. It's gone forward. Transfer.
Can just play to that player.
And it should be a scrum for the Lions.
Yeah, playing against his former teammates.
Number 2 just knocked it forward and the other player collected it.
Lundy Simelane. Almost got that ball. Almost.
No, it's in the pass.
From the kick from Morne Steyn. Judge, just to be a little bit of a knock from Johan Krobela, and Similani was in front of him.
Ledese under 20s in 2017, 2018 went to JP High School. Mondisile Similane, first season.
Okay, let's take the water break.
With the Bulls.
Yeah, he was the junior. It was SA Rugby Junior Springbok Player of the Year in 2018. Really exciting talent. Of course, being tried out in that number 15 jersey.
Your take on that, Bros?
Oh, I think he's a centre, but I think maybe just trying to build a bit of his confidence up, give him a bit more time at fullback.
Okay, but it's got to be
good football. I mean, I've seen him play at fly half a couple of times for the Lions under 21s. Didn't do a bad job.
Because he's the cleaner, so they want to keep him away.
And again, one-trick pony is good enough. You know, when you've got too much talent, as you get tried in so many positions, and Similane is one of those players.
Yeah, and this is the try, and just great work. There was accuracy of passing there from the Lions. They knew that there was space. They knew they had to get it out wide, and they executed it so correctly to result in the first try of this game.
Okay.
Yeah, what a break at the moment. It's an opportunity for some of the coaching staff to get on and just pass the message on.
No oranges these days, huh?
No oranges. Oranges, thing of the past. Remember those days, Owen?
Yeah, like yesterday, bros. Like yesterday.
Now, very even at the moment. So 32 tackles have been asked of the Bulls to be made. They've missed 5 of them. 30 have been asked of the Lions, and they've only missed 2. So they've been accurate as far as that's concerned.
Get that angle, get that seal.
Cornell Hendricks out in the number 13 jersey. And a real leader and inspiration for this Bulls team.
Here's another story that's to be told in South Africa, just to come back. The story of Cornell Hendricks. Sevens. He also played 12 test matches for South Africa, 5 tries. And he was off rugby. He made a comeback at the Bulls. Been a revelation, the 34-year-old. Power scrum by the Lions. With that, the penalty,
On his knees.
well deserved for the team from Joburg.
Was there any angles there, Amy?
Winning the penalties at the moment, the Lions. Big smile on the face of JP Smith. Just to quickly come back to Cornell Hendricks, I think in 2015 he was told or advised not to play rugby anymore, to give the game up. In 2021 he was man of the match in the Currie Cup final. Incredible story that he has.
Also got moved, remember, into centres. We're not too sure what to get. And he owned that position here at the Bulls, playing inside and outside centre.
Yeah, you can see straight out Morné Smith, it wasn't balanced. Pulled his right foot up as they made contact and went down
6+
on that tight head for the Bulls.
Lions with a set move. Low sells the dummy. It's available for the Lions. Nohamba onto the right hand side. PJ Porter doubling around again. Change of direction by the Lions. Lombard. Bulls have taken up space there. Will they make the tackles? Van der Merwe. Elusive to bring down. A contest on the ground. Steenkamp just couldn't gather. Willem Alberts. Hamba. Manny Russ. Morné Steyn makes the hit.
Tackler's still in there.
Morné
You're
Steyn
fine, he's still in there.
making the tackle.
4 is reg, 10 moet rol.
A bit of a call here now for the leadership within the Lions team. They looked at a kick for 3 points. I just feel they got a bit of momentum at the moment. I want to stab it into that corner, get that drive going. When I stay in the one that was guilty, just not riding away after making the tackle on Russ.
Test of character coming up for the home side, the Bulls. Lions spoke about finishing off opportunities. This is one of them. Frankie Horn off the top for Willem Alberts inside that red zone. Nohamba, quick ball for the Lions to Tuka. They have given it away. The Lions have given it away. Accuracy lacking.
Gee, it was a golden moment there for the Lions in that red zone. Good run from Alberts and a good setup.
Okay, hook is in.
Yep, just that transfer of that ball from Shatuka to Mani Russ was forward. The idea was good. Unfortunately, the player was in front of him.
Keep that seam. I don't want angles. Stand to you. Crouch. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Defensive scrum for the Bulls. Done enough. Papier looking for Steyn. Finds Mornay Steyn, who pumps it into the stands.
That was a really good scrum from the Bulls. They really scrummed through Mornay Smith. He had a great straight back, strong back. Managed to get their right shoulder up. Mornay found a good touch. Great to see Jake White back up on his feet
Wat is die gap voor mij? Extra tijd zorg.
after all the health problems he's had.
Kijk hem al gestarten. Kijk, he's in.
Forger in the front. Nohamba with the dummy. El
Ball back
smash to the ground. Good tackle from the Bulls' 8th man. Nohamba's pass finds it. Klavakanye. Get down goes up. Fenter. Tip and go for Salila Nohamba. Nohamba dots down. Try number 2 for the Lions. Salila Nohamba's 3rd in the URC.
Ja, 100. Ja, it's alright.
Oh, Ricardo, I'm sure you can smile. These guys aren't. They're going to be disappointed. But this is what this guy brings. He brings that electricity. He brings that energy where he'll just take it quickly. They bring it round. Tackle comes in here over the top. He almost dives over the top, but it's a penalty because he's taken off his feet and is dangerous on Fenter. It is taken straight away by Nohamba. All the Bulls players were walking back. No one were looking forward. Sharp play by the little scrum half.
Yes, we're happy to calibrate on penalty only.
We always get told never turn your back on your opposition. Don't walk away. Always face them. Run backwards if you have to, so you can see what's taking place in front of you.
But we always do though. Always turn on it.
We do. Be forwards.
Ik denk is fijn van dit penalty. Als nog gauw involved.
Nohamba converts his own try for the extras. And the Lions lead the Bulls by 17 points.
Dat was de tweede speler involved. En die mitigation is of zo bij penalty. Okay.
Yeah, taken right from the mark as well. Taken quickly. No one even touched him. Fist pump and a big smile.
The restart from Steyn, contestable one. Still long. The chase is good from the Bulls. PJ Botha cleans up. Number scans and decides to shift it on to Ruan Fenter, the 20-year-old.
Here's the please.
Skuman.
Run!
From a standing start, nowhere through. Couldn't get past Markov and started.
Hands.
Not the greatest exit by the Lions as Creel wins it back for the Bulls. Chance for the home side coming up. Papier. Mornay Smith. Tackle stop by Asenati Tlabangani. Hendricks straightening the line as Elric Low. There was a chance to let that ball go from Low. Papier. Smith.
No.
For the Bulls, some magic required. Creel finds the half gap. Brilliantly done by the centre. The final pass to Novuka. Novuka beats one. Can't get past the Chutuka. Not too sure about the tackle of Emmanuel Chituka and Sbongile Novuka.
Oh, just showing what the Bulls can do. David Creel makes a really good break right down the centre. He's tall, he's sinewy, comes on the reverse angle. A prop forward and a couple forwards in front of him. He breaks straight through. This is a brilliant pass, accurate as well.
Lions have won. The line out is JP Smith. Sets the target. Sending Mahamba to Quinn Horn. Horn finds touch. They'll be disappointed with that. They should have finished.
Yeah, a real opportunity, and Novuka did well as well. There's a lot of defence coming across, and the scramble was good from the Lions. Jack White making notes. Obviously, it's all going to be said at half-time, and there's going to be a lot that is going to be said at 20 points to 3 at the moment.
Yeah, I love that. You know, there's still nothing wrong with pen and paper.
Old school.
Off the top for Nukia. Creel again gets a half gap, commits a few Lions defenders.
Dynamic.
Papir. Low. Chichuka makes a stop. Nukia freezes off, looking to make that ball. Contest on the ground. Call was to leave it.
Bunch off his feet there.
Bulls very fortunate here. They got the numbers. They're lining up on the outside. Wandisiles Melane. The response from the Vodacom Bulls is a good one.
The finishing is brilliant, the execution is great, but the real secret here was the hard work that was going on in these rucks. There was a lot of work from guys like Elric Lowe having to secure that ball to make sure that it was preserved. They did a great job to some of those forwards to allow these backs now, and they do so well here. Cornel Hendricks waits, draws, puts the ball into Wandi Similani, but great work by the forwards up front to hold on to that ball, recycle it, keep continuity, keep the possession.
Wandisiles Melane, the first try for the Vodacom Bulls. Vodacom URC. His 2 other tries came in the white and red of the Lions. Still got time on top of one staying. 30 seconds. Right up against the touchline for the veteran Monet Steyn. Sweet strike from Monet Steyn. Watches it anxiously. It's short.
Yeah, just got under it, did Monet Steyn. A little bit, got the old loft wedge out. He was the man that passed that ball to Hendricks. Hendricks, the final passer to Similani, who gets in, as you said, for his first try in URC rugby.
Lombard, a tester coming up for Duplessis. No need to jump for that one, straight in the bread basket.
No, don't time over. You can go through, but not over.
I like that from Willem Alberts, the counter ruck that was happening. You're just trying to upset the ball for the Bulls, not getting it on the own platform. We see a couple of the Bulls in the foreground there, Chris Smith and a couple of the other guys, but just disrupting them at breakdown, trying to be a nuisance. It's the right thing to do.
Worried looking fans here in Pretoria.
It's full.
Team trails by 12. 10 more minutes, less than 10 minutes before the end of the first half. Work has been good from Willem Alberts. Edward van der Merwe coming in from the left wing. Quick ball for Nohamba onto the short side. Tabakanye.
No, don't go over, don't.
Yeah, good chase that from Steenkamp.
6 balls, high tackle only, midfield.
And a penalty advantage for the Lions.
Thank you.
Nohamba. Lombard, they're living off scraps now. They need to get back to their shape.
6 blue, just high. Whoa.
Tap and go.
Nowhere near the mark. Thank you.
After scoring a try, he's always going to try again, isn't he?
And that's a fine balance about any sport, you know. When it works out now and again, you gotta wait for the right opportunity. Don't search for it.
Again, the tackle just crept up a little high. He's going down as Van der Merwe.
Lack of impact.
Humber straight through the middle. 5 from 5 from the Lions scrum off. His third penalty of the afternoon.
He's got 18 points already. All by himself now, Humber.
You look at this Bulls team, you think of the guys like Holsteenkamp, they're missing those quality players they have.
Take him back.
Players that have moved on will absorb this kind of pressure from the Lions.
Yeah, it's a good clearance there from the Lions. From kickoff, for their play to resume in this position here, it's a real win for them. Momentum with them at the moment. They got 56% of the possession, and they're up on the scoreboard.
Leadership of Marcel Coetzee. That's what they're missing here in the Bulls as well. There's still a long way to go. And at times throughout the season, past 14 weeks, rounds in the URC, the 80 minutes performance has always eluded the man from Pretoria. Van Staden gets the break, charges on Marco Van Staden. The offload forced, knocked on, advantage Lions. Tidy up by Max Mangwane. You don't want to give this man a bit of space. The advantage is over, he's got the pace. He's got the fight as well, Max Mangwane. But Marco Van Staden, too strong. Staying, a little pressure on Mona, so a fine touch. Van der Merwe in support as Lombard. Nafuga to chase. Lombard sends it up. As Edward Van der Merwe has got to put the Lions on side. Steyn, no real chase there from Van der Merwe. Chance now, Smelane out wide to Cornel Hendricks. Soft hands, Grobler finds Nkosi. Spoon Nkosi beats one, finds Papi over the 22. Ambrose Papi. The Vodacom Bulls respond. Just like that, the residents of Loftus on their feet, celebrating with the Bulls.
There was nothing clear to me.
Again, it's that kick transition, it's the return from kick, where if you don't kick accurately, you don't have a good chasing line, you can expose yourself. Spoon Nkosi does well here, comes in field and gets this all-important offload. Is it forward? Call hasn't come. Away goes Ambrose Papier.
Okay, pretty clear.
To go and score it, and Jaco Peyper is going to ask Quentin Ilman to have a look.
On the screen for us one more time formally. This last pass going back inwards. That's not the best angle. Is that the previous angle, please?
No, we'll get the better angle for you now, Peyper.
And then we'll mark it. So remember to stop the clock.
So Peyper, this is the one now. It's going to come up now.
Thank you.
The direction of that hand is important.
That ball travels forward out of the hands.
Can't be, you got no control.
The moment he throws it.
Can't be.
Yes, Peyper, those are the angles.
Thank you. At the moment when he releases the ball, it travels forward, so we go back there, try cancel.
That is correct.
Yep, he can use the dance. No try.
No try, disappointed. Local fans here in Pretoria. Once again, the Bulls are showing glimpses of tech they've got, how to attack the great finishes.
No, you're dead. Griffin's microphone's dead.
Nice of
Someone help him, please.
From the Springbok
Forward transfer.
3 matches left.
And time back on.
They bring home.
Right, fellas, in.
Got to pick up the points.
Yeah, they got some tough games coming.
Focus, please.
Have the Bulls. They've got to keep their chins up. They can't let their shoulders sag. Body posture, very important.
Okay. Incredible
They're
angles.
disappointed that they never got that try.
Box in. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Superb contest. What's scrum supposed to look like week in, week out?
Very solid, the Lions at scrum.
Balls out.
Low, lays it back for Chituka to tidy up. Creel, solid defense inside centre. From David Creel like that, the Bulls will win. A
Strong
turnover.
on its feet and you're killing the contest.
It's all based on a
13.
solid tackle by David Creel and Emmanuel Chituka.
The Bulls don't want 3 points, they want to go get the 5. Chituka doing a lot of good work, but the tackle from Creel, and in comes Van Staden. And it gets sealed off to protect the ball, and that's what the penalty's for.
There's a good cleaning out there from Manny Russ. Just coming in from the side. If you're square, came through the gate.
Numbers.
Good technique as well from the outside centre of the Lions. Entry. Big chance. Home team Bulls in the front. The banker ball. Down for overflow. Need the set a bit low. Probler's got it. Momentum, promising driving more by the Bulls. Got to be patient. Lions under a bit of pressure here. Defensively, got to keep it in play. Nahamba spots Probler, breaks. Lombard makes the tackle. Low, powerful Probler driven back. Duplessis offers his service to Kelly. Outside the 5-meter line. Mornay staying the cross kick. Horn is going to chase. But Scorsese gets there. Spoon Gossi's back. Oh, the intensity of this young man. Spoon Gossi crossed over against the Stormers 2 weeks ago.
Thank you.
Gain on the score sheet.
Oh, happy to be back, Spoo and Corsi. Great control by the Bulls there. It was good defense from the Lions. The kick here from Mornay Steyn, precision stuff. It needed to be followed up by Spoo and Corsi. There was a lot of work still to be done. Had to wait for it to bounce up, not dive too early, control it, get down, score it. Welcome back, Spoo and Corsi.
Dish it up, son.
Yes, please.
Just haven't made it easy for Mornay Steyn, the Bulls. First to just Milan and now, of course, right up against the touchline. Standard before the green and gold of South Africa and the blue of the Bulls. Steyn, a down street strike, watches it anxiously again, hits the upright. Oh, second miss for Mornay Steyn. Much better strike. What a try, Spoon Gossi.
The control by Mornay Steyn on that right foot. Drops it in, it stops. And there's space and time for Spoo and Corsi to operate. A crucial score there for the Bulls to get it just before that half-time hooter has sounded.
Big possibility, a game of two halves there. Look at the Lions' body language for the restart. They'd be happy to go to the shed in the lead. The Bulls seem to be hitting up their straps. Elrith Low will lead the charge. Chituka, tackle man.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Both of you, leave it. Leave it now.
Ambrose Papier. Quinn Horn's got to cover.
Keep an eye there.
Mafuka chasing hard. He'll need some support. Van Staden needs to get back on his feet. Sanel and Nahamba right outside of him. Asanati. Nahamba. Low. JP Smith. The half-time hooter goes. And Nahamba Kick that into touch. A good finish to the first half from both teams as the Bulls fight back. But what a start by the Lions. Sanela Nohamba. Lombard gets a second off in the go in Pretoria's kick deep. Fielded by Eric Lowe, 8th man for the Vodacom Bulls.
Outside.
Always breaks that first tackle.
Yep.
Not looking for touch. Horn goes up. Good tackle from Mafuka. Superb presentation from him. That position. Stuma shoots it on JP Smith. Smashed hard by Duplessis.
Stop. Play on.
Play on. Carl Brink's contribution is a positive one. Long pass out wide. Soft hands. That's gone forward. Of course, he's looking for Smilane.
You just wonder if that pass has just been short and crisp and to the hands, because there was space out wide. A tackle here from Jacques Duplessis, and then the strip straight in on the ball. This long pass here just eats up the time, forces that little pass from Spoo and Corsi to Similani. And just on the lines, I mean, they've got that 10-point lead. What you don't want is them to go defensive and try to sit on that lead and protect that lead. They've got to attack it.
Yeah, good first half scrum performance by the Lions.
Okay, we had good angles, good setup.
I thought they were rock solid.
Coach! Fine! Sit! It's on it. Ja, I guess yeah.
Again, Klapakani up against Dylan Smith on the near side.
Commentators curse, it's the first reset scrum. They've been good in that first half.
He's had a big impact in that first half. Points tally of 18. A little live wire in that number 9 jersey. Always looking for those easy meters, and they'll snipe and try and hold defenders and pass into the space.
Crouch! Fine! Sit! Number 1. Under pressure, number 1 bending.
That's on that side there with Yaku Paper.
3. Please going forward.
I thought it was a good exhibition from the tight head prop for the Lions. He really showed great strength. They initially got the hit, managed to hold his own on the angle.
They seemed in control throughout that whole scrum.
And JP Smith's the man that's been penalised. Yep, there it goes down, elbow.
Yeah, that's the first reset.
That was the first scrum. They then reset it, didn't they?
They did. 10 points the difference. The Bulls on the attack. Krobler feeds at the tail. Over the top, Carl Brink. Strong on his feet. Brought down by Lombard. Just. No, still not on the ground is Carl Brink.
No.
And there's Papino. Duplessis. Jacques Duplessis. Looks promising here from the Bulls. Just need some composure. Captain Nokia takes it up. Van Staden puts his head down. In the contest. The power of Elric Lowe. Need something special here, the Bulls. Duplessis, the power game, that's what they're opting for. Right to tackle. Nokia.
Advantage.
And the knock on. Advantage for the Lions.
Advantage for knock on.
Presenting the ball. Another good clearance. Fine touch. And Jacob Papers is advantage to him.
Yeah, I would like to have got a bit more distance with their kick, but good defence there from the Lions.
Clear ball, clean ball.
And I say the Bulls weren't asking too many questions defensively. They were just carting it up, often leading with the ball as well into the contact zone, which makes it even more difficult to recycle that ball.
There's also nothing wrong with those one-off runners, but they're going to come at pace with momentum. It's difficult to stop. I've seen great Bulls teams doing that.
Yeah, it's about dominating that initial collision point so you get quick recycle speed.
On the attack, they've left it behind. Advantage Lions. Vuka couldn't hang on.
Oh, these are all opportunities at the moment for the Bulls. Sibongela Novuka coming from that right-hand winger. Oh, was almost in the space as well. Just couldn't hold on to that ball. Of course, we saw him in the Varsity Shield for UKZN, the Impy, where he was one of the standout players.
Also played some first-class rugby for Order. Let's go in Vuka. 25-year-old.
Keep that control. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Solid again by the Lions. Mahamba. Horn outside as Van der Merwe. Sends it out to Van der Merwe. Novuka hangs on.
First man, he's got it.
Oh, superb work there. Carl Brink turns it over, frees the ball. Elrich Lowe swings it out wide. The Bulls are searching for a bit of width. Simelane, Creel, back in field. Simelane doubles around. Cornel Hendricks. Corsi on the outside. Hendricks takes it in. Now Papier. Van Staden calls for it and he got it. Willem Alberts makes the hit. Forward momentum for the Bulls. Have they got the magic? This is the power game again. Change of direction. Stang. Cornel Hendricks. Straight into Mario Slow's defense. Papier. Jacques Duplessis. Smith. Clever guy that makes the tackle as Carl Brink. Makes way just inside the 22. Mornay Stang. It's a 3-on-1 on the outside for the Bulls. Van der Merwe, Shields. Oh no, they haven't. They made a hash of it, the Lions. A big chance here for Wandisile Simelane. Was looking for the kick pass for Novuka.
Happy with touch?
I think the Lions,
Okay, Gunther, we're coming upstairs.
Edwulf Van der Merwe, try to shield the ball into touch.
On-field decision.
And find its way back in field.
Because they haven't got it clearly wrong. However, we want to clear that the player that kicks the ball, the player on the inside of the field, whether he was in front of the ball or not.
100%. We'll just get the right angle for you there.
Oh, wow. To read the body language from both teams, this is a try. The kick comes through. Van der Merwe's trying to shepherd it. He thinks it's going to go over. Waits, and it's the bounce of that rugby ball.
The player puts everybody on side for now.
The kick there from Novuka is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The skill to get that right leg around the corner.
We're going to put it up again for you.
Unreal.
Not throw this angle from the other angle.
Yeah.
Here he comes, running in. Sees that ball, eyes on the ball. Foot comes now, bang, kicks it in field. Superb. Was he onside? That's the only question.
Was Simelane
Okay,
in front
this
of the
angle
kicker?
now.
That's the
this
question.
angle now. We're going to get it now. Does he knock that ball on there?
Determination, commitment, and skill. Yeah, in front of the kicker.
So looking good.
Unfortunately, I think he could be, but that is incredible from Novuka.
There we go. So that number 15 is in front of 14. Do we agree?
The local soccer team here in Pretoria.
Oh, you could get signed up.
No,
No, Sundowns, watch out.
No, we'll keep him with the Bulls. We'll keep him at the Bulls.
So Paper's going to try and get another angle just from in front.
So you want
On
to
this
see the
angle,
ball?
on this angle, it's not clear and obvious if he's in front of that ball carrier or not.
Okay, because you're
you
looking
can't
at
see
the
the
foot.
ball.
Yeah, the foot is at the back of that player. So with the ball's the offside line, where he strikes it, and it's not clear from this angle.
That's a good call and good question from the TMO, Quinton Ommelman.
So this is the angle now we're going to get for you.
It's not the player,
Let's look at the ball.
it's where the ball is.
Our screen's dead.
He's still in behind the ball. Okay, Papes, we're going to go back to you now.
That's a tough one there. Your take, bros?
It's a tough one, but I think they've got it right. I think
So
alongside. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, paper, so he's alongside. It's not clear and obvious, so he's in front of the ball. Your on-field decision is try.
Remember, the ball's offside line, not just the player, so he kicks it there. He's not clearly in front, so we stick with our on-field decision.
Yeah, I got to agree with him.
Momentum shift in Pretoria.
It's not the player, it's where the ball is.
Sibongile Novuka's soccer skills, the determination, the grit, never gave up, got the kick through for Wandisiles Melane to dot down.
Yeah, and we just got to watch this and understand how difficult this is to do. When you're running at full pace and you're going here, now you've got to put your left foot forward, stretch your right one forward and kick it around the corner. You need incredible flexibility through the hamstrings, control and skill. Superb work there by Sibongile Novuka.
Some things you can't coach, a bit of heart.
Can't coach it.
The will to play, demonstrated by Novuka. Mornestein right up against the touch line. He turned immediately. Gained the ball down. Not good kicking display this afternoon for the veteran Mornestein.
Yeah, very unlike Morne to miss this many in a game. I'll tell you, Morne van Staden's been immense as well. He had 3 turnovers in that first half on the ground.
Giovanni Lombard. Duplessis. No real pressure on the lock forward. Tackled by Alan Roberts. Deep in the pocket for the fly half. Mornestein. Not going to find touch. Quinhorn. Lombard. Giovanni Lombard with the counter. Koblas is no way through.
That's good.
Lions regroup on the halfway. Were they defending the halftime lead? The Lions, they need something. JT Smith beats one. And good support from the teammates, Manny Russ especially. Roberts. And Duplessis was lining him up, but Roberts had to quickly step away from the efforts of Jacques Duplessis. Not a great kick. And credit to the Bulls defense, but somehow Mangwane has got it back for the Lions. Van der Merwe, one of the try scorers in the first half. Mahamba swings it out wide. Lombard, it's good defense here by the Bulls. Every time the Lions look up, just a blanket of blue jumpers. To resort to the individual brilliance to break the Bulls defense. Low. Fenter.
First man.
Contest is good. Grobler wins it.
Now calls at the moment to go in the Bulls' way. Needs strong leadership within that Emirates Lions side at the moment. The Vodacom Bulls are developing a little bit of momentum in this second half. Top kick there from Mornestein. They're going to resume about 10 metres out, and great work here by the man at the red headgear, Johan Krobler. Straight in he goes. Got right to the ball, good body position, very strong through the hips. The big question mark is this Lions team. They've got to have mental fortitude. They've on a losing streak of 10 against South African opposition.
Yeah, Stormers are the last team they beat. December, about a year ago?
Yeah, a year ago, December.
On the attack, in the front for Carl Brink. Probably breaks. Papier. Cornel Hendricks lined up, tackle made by Marius Lowe. Penalty Lions. Bulls coming in from the side, and Marius Lowe leads from the front.
Very strong tackle by Marius Lowe. Unfortunately, it looks like Mani Russ has gone down. Straight in. On that shoulder, I think, from Mani Russ, which he's holding. Shoulder and clavicle or collarbone area. One of the Bulls players coming in from the side. You speak about that the record against the South African teams, 10 in a row now that they've lost. Their last away victory was an incredible away victory, because not many teams have done it. They went to Edinburgh and beat Edinburgh away from home in October of last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last time they won here, Loftus, was during Super Rugby back in 2018.
So
the Lions Managed to beat the Bulls away from home.
Yeah, so you see the point of entry there, the contact point, sorry, the elbow from comes in to protect himself from Cornell Hendricks as he leads forward, catches the point of the shoulder of Monty Russ. Former SA Schools centre, Monty Russ.
I wonder if you played with a man with the ball in hand now. Son of Hamba. Monty Russ from the SA Schools team back in 2016. Gianni Lombard was part of that school, of the team. PJ Burt as well, part of the SA Schools in 2016.
Actually amazing.
Yeah.
So all the momentum in the second half with the Bulls. Now it's the Lions' chance. They've got line out feed. Got to have some ball continuity, keep that ball and get the Bulls making a couple tackles.
There's a set move. The gap opens up for Lombard. Horn. The Bulls just guiding him into touch. They expected the tackles coming up quicker. There's Horn, the fullback of the Lions, now inside the 22. Hamba, slow ball for the Lions. Smith looks to generate that go forward. JP Smith, the loose head prop. And that's clumsy by the Lions. Chutuka living off straps. Try more composure. Mangwane, that's gone forward.
Yeah, it was definitely not foul play.
Yeah, I think Monty Russ is carrying that shoulder. He got that ball. He was the man that passed that ball forward. I'm not sure that left shoulder is moving freely. He'll get the ball here. Just come back up. He's almost passing that more with the right hand than the left.
Lucas in.
Big Jacques Duplessis. He's coming off. The man they call Sheep. The utility forward can play in the loose forwards, play in the second row.
It's good that he's recovered from his injuries. Survived 80 minutes against the Stormers. 53 minutes. Trip to Ulster coming up.
5, 6.
When I stay, looks to drive the Lions back. On it, to Barnes, swings it inside to Queen Horn. On the counter, he'll need some support. And a superb contribution from Mark, fresh legs. Former Lions player as well from Mark. Numbers kick.
Straight out. Yeah, I think Horn's eyes lit up because he did that left-footed step, came in field, and it was Marco van Staden and Ruin for Mark standing in front of him.
Blue 1 and 3
to make the tackle. As we got Klopper and Simpiwe Matanzima coming on to replace Morne Smith and Dylan Smith.
Yeah, good performance from Dylan Smith. A few carries in that first half.
Ruan Delport also on for the Emirates Lions to replace Willem Elwood.
He played his rugby last season right here in Pretoria. The 20-year-old Ruan Delport. Soft hands for Van Staden. Finds the gap centre field for the Bulls. Options both sides. They go same side as Mark comes through. Big hit. Solid defence by Marius Lowe.
That's good by Marius Lowe. Really good.
Yeah, not scared to make the hits. There's the Lions inside centre. Papier. Ulrich Lowe sells the dummy. So line at scrum off to Carl Brink. Default play, they find Van Staden again in centre field. They need to roll away the Lions, they've done so. Quick ball for the Bulls, opportunity on the outside. The pass is made, Nkosi gets, goes back in field, brushes away Nohamba. Papi, where's the magic coming from here? Has it the power gain from the Bulls? Will the slick backline get an opportunity? Cornell Hendricks, superb pass out, Hans Probler. Kenny offloading the tackle, it's gone loose. Quinn Horn will get. Buka hangs on. Need a scrum off the line. The ball is out, so they'll take the scrum.
On the floor, can't play it. Forward pass.
Oh, he did so well, did Johan Krobelaar. It ran a good angle, showed good strength through the tackle. If he could do it again, he probably wouldn't want to have given that offload. A bit speculative. Horn has been in and amongst it at the moment. This is the tackle here. It runs over Russ. Maurice Lay is making another tackle and trying to flick it out. He's got no ways of controlling it in that position. There's a forward pass.
Water break. Water break. Play it down, so let's take the water break. Let's use it.
It's the end of the afternoon for Mani Russ. We'll confirm now. You expect the Reynard Bianco to come on. It's the vibe celebration around in the Vodacom URC round 15. Loftus Versfeld, the venue. A healthy crowd has turned up for the XK derby.
Yeah, he was never comfortable with that shoulder after the contact with Cornell Hendricks. He had a good game last week. Disappointed to pick up a little injury in this one today. And Bernard van der Linde also running on in jersey 21 for the Bulls.
Scenes like this that just shows that the rugby in South Africa is well and healthy, well supported. Two local sides 2 weeks ago with one of the classical North-South derbies, Bulls against the Stormers.
It was amazing. And I was here as a spectator watching with my family, and it was just incredible.
The beauty of it felt like a testament. It took me at least an hour and a half to be able to find a free road and make my way back to Joburg.
Yeah, to get out of here. It was absolutely crazy, but it was great.
I expect the same in a couple of weeks' time when the lock leaders, Leinster, travel to Pretoria to take on the Bulls. I think the people of Pretoria will turn out in numbers to see a brilliant Irish team that's really been dominant in the URC coming to our shores, and I think they need to be supported, and we saw that with SA20 cricket. Great crowds coming out supporting great sporting events, and URC is right up there, one of the global sporting events we
well, I tell you,
have in South Africa.
You're one of these spectators sitting in front of us here. We're in our commentary position. The stadium is buzzing, and there's nothing quite like having that live experience and feeling the impacts and the runs that are happening out on this field.
There's a confirmation. Bernard van der Linde graduated the Varsity Cup. It's currently on in South Africa, round 3, kicking off on Monday. Bernard van der Linde played for the current champions from the of Pretoria.
New blue players in. Hold your weight. It's coming from the back. Over here. 9, let's go. Another scrum.
Interesting call, shows, and that's exactly what we've seen from this game. The rock-solid nature of this Lions scrum on Lions feed. Cardo Loubser, Albert van den Berg, Ivan van Rooyen.
We talk about this great Lions scrum at the moment, but it's solid. But there's no net gain. They need to start scrumming for penalties. I mean, if you're going to take a scrum 10 meters away from your 22, it's got to be a reason. It should not be to retain possession. So let's get in, let's go for a deep scrum. Let's see if you can win a penalty, get up.
100% correct.
Fresh legs on for the Bulls. Klopper and Matanzima. Lions opting for the ball in hand approach. That's gone forward. Pressure on the visiting team. And there it is. Knock on, scrum down Bulls. And get the feed.
Yeah, so one of the things that are so important in attack, the accuracy of pass. Make sure it's exactly in the right position. He's just stretching a little bit too far. Can't pull it in, can Horn.
It also doesn't make sense. I mean, Quinn Horn is not a big guy, so if you're going to launch on the touchlines, you know the guy's going to carry, be able to absorb the pressure, ride the tackles. If he was on the right wing,
and
get the inner fullback.
And you had him on it. He was almost drifting out wide. You wanted someone that was hitting a hard outside in line on that kind of ball.
Questionable management of the game, themselves under pressure.
Spoon, Corsi floating around, talking to scrum off Bernard van Linden, now moving to just inside Morné Steyn.
Bulls 1 try away from the bonus point. Pressure on Kobler.
No one going forward.
And that's the beauty, shows the strength of the Lions scrum, but they're not capitalizing on
Angle's
it.
good on your
So
side.
Okay. And they're going to reset. We get the call from Iaku Paper, but if you're the captain of this Bulls side right now, you're going to call from your scrum, you're going to say you want to get right shoulder up. You want to scrum through your right shoulder, so you get that right shoulder across, so you get your scrum off, gets a nice accurate pass out to Morné Steyn. They can hit it on the advantage line. That they're not being able to do. They've been denied that right shoulder. They got denied it by the previous scrum by the Lions. Strong scrumming by the Lions at the moment. Let's see if they can do that again to this Bulls pack.
Okay, lads. Once. Let's go. I'll slow this down.
When I say that, JP Smith on the far side, they want to get the pressure up that side. They don't want the Bulls to reel away to that right-hand side.
Roach. Boyne. Sick.
Good hit from Matanzima. It's quality hit from Matanzima.
Take the ball. Advantage.
There's the penalty advantage. On the attack, the Bulls. Creel finds Milanes. Milan's got Navuka on the outside. There's the kick, the chase from Navuka. Ball beats him into touch. Kick for touch.
Yeah, great communication there between Similani and Navuka. After the fact. A much better scrum there from the Bulls. 5 points in this game. Just over 20 minutes to go.
Bulls team needs to play full, take the 3 points here, wouldn't they?
They feel like they've got the momentum at the moment.
Bulls team used to play full.
Yes,
Take the 3 points.
that's correct.
Believed in scoreboard pressure.
Things have moved on. Sometimes there's the right time to kick and there's the right time not to. And when you feel that you've got that momentum, they feel they've got the Bulls at the moment, the Lions at the moment. They feel like they're holding them on the ground, they're getting them. They've got to try and put them away. Much better scrum this time from the Bulls.
Against the Lions. 4 or 5 penalties against the team from Joburg.
Behind you. There, gap.
Multiple starting with scrum off in the pocket. First things first. Clean line out at the tail. Goes up low. And Starden brings it down. Shifts it on to Kobler.
Yes, stay there.
They're marching their way for another try. The bonus point try!
You're outside.
Try number 4 for the Bulls, the bonus point. And it's all square in Pretoria. Try scorer is a hooker. Johan Kobler.
Oh, it's the old Bulls recipe. They throw it to the tail of the line out. That was important. Then they bring it down and they get the momentum going towards this right-hand side away from their touchline. They get together, they stick together, they break, they fragment. There's not much opposition in front of them and they're able to get through. They were stuck together like super glue through that drive. Good communication by this Bulls pack to get the drive here. In the first half, we saw them try this. It didn't work. The Lions were able to repel it. They were able to stem it. Not this time.
Nice down. A much easier kick he gets this afternoon to put the Bulls in the lead. Striker sweet, it holds its line. The local residents on their feet. 25 points to 23. Good start in the first 20 minutes. The second half by the home side, the Bulls.
Turned down the opportunity to go for 3 points, back their line out, back their drive, and then they were able to execute. They had good depth on drive, good connection, and eventually the hooker, Johan Kobler, in for their 4th try. The supporters are loving it.
Morné Steyn, first conversion out of the 4 tries scored by the Bulls. It's missed 3.
Ronnie, let's go.
Kick the first penalty of the match. Bulls in the lead. Just. Johnny Lombard. On to Low. Low marches with the Lions defenders. Van der Linde. Tanzima juggles. Knocked off. And scrum down for the Lions.
17 off red.
He's had a good first half. Had a very good first half and a bit in the second. And Klabakana, the big boy, big man.
Okay.
Massive. He's an anchor in that prop along with JP Smith.
And PJ Edwards with Willem Alberts. The innings have come to an end this afternoon. Loftus Versveld. Mooney, Brendan. And Rensberger has come on. Ruan Smith, the twin brother of JP Smith.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Bulls got the upper hand on the hit. Humber. Low. It's on the front foot for the Lions. Humber picks up, probes. There's the penalty. Mornay Steyn getting back on side.
Anyway.
I tell you said the Bulls got the...
I won't play on is don't pick him out. Benefit. Once.
Said the Bulls got the initial hit, but the Lions regrouped and held that hit, held their position. They had a set play from that scrum. It was a great run from Marius Lowe. They get quick cycle here. He wants to recycle it quickly. There's no one coming. If someone was coming, he would have delivered that. In the end, he just passes to Mornay to earn the penalty. But there should have been a runner from the Lions coming on that hard line, that unders line. It was set up absolutely perfectly.
5 from 5 for Senator Mahamba. His first kick of the second half. Flags are up. And the Lions back in front by a point. Number takes his telly this afternoon to 21. And also SN 20 player Senator Mahamba. The move from Durban to Joburg, searching for some game time. Steyn. Restart very deep gathered by Jonker. Cut his teeth on Kimberley and Carrick up at Brickus. Down there alone. Superb pick up from Horn. They're going to find touch. Smilane in support. It'll be Mornay Steyn. They will search for a bit of width. Good chase from Mangwane. Powell low. Bulls regroup. And the lender marshalling the troops onto the right hand side. And Mark puts his head down.
It's away.
Very gutsy from Ruan Delport, the 20-year-old. Onto the short side. Van Staden gets the half gap.
Policeman played again.
From Mark. Getting the Bulls on that front foot. Inside ball was the money ball for Creel. Kane, that Anders line we were talking about, now being ran by the Bulls, Roz.
Yeah, but they couldn't pull it off, but it would have been a great line if he'd kept that ball.
Okay, well, if there's anything, I couldn't see anything.
Yaku Pofo played the advantage. Very tight to that ruck.
9 passes and he lost it.
There it is there. This is the one to Creel. Gets over the advantage line. And then they try another one here. Players in the way. Bang there.
On his feet, he's fine. Let's go.
Change at fly half for the Bulls. Mornay Steyn will give way to Chris Smith, the fly half.
Gee, this crowd's bringing themselves into the game as the 16th player. A real buzz and atmosphere inside the sporting cathedral that is Loftus Versfeld. Jacques Fourie,
Good control.
the defensive coach. Julian Redlinghouse in front, both former Springboks, both coaches. for this Lions team.
A better scrum by the Lions. Lombard looking to get the Lions up country. Good fielding skills by Gorsi. Looks like they're saving a forward, fine leg. Smelane. The return is good. Quinn Horn gathers, counters. Quinn Horn can't beat the first line of defense. Cobbler there, competing, slowing it down. Humber.
That's fine.
Ritzberger. Lombard for Chuchuka. Over the gain line for the Lions. Frankie Horn, man of the match performance last week. Not too many opportunities for the 8th man. Onto the short side for Brendan. Plays Mavuka. Soft hands by the Lions.
Knock on in the tackle.
Mavuka committed in the tackle, so that won't be a penalty. Just the knock on.
We'll pick it up.
Two more Springboks in the Lions coaching box. Ricardo Loftus.
Yeah, good to see them all involved. Ricardo Loftus, Albert van den Berg. Yeah, they just get a little bit flat on this ball here. Ball fed off on over. The tackle comes in from Sibongela Navuka, and in doing so, dislodges their ball and goes forward. So it's accidental forward from the Bulls. So this guy's amazing. Punches above his weight. So quick. We first saw him playing for Western Province and the Stormers. Moved up here to Johannesburg. Being a try-scoring machine.
And 2
for the Emirates Lions. And a real threat on that left wing.
A little over 10 minutes left in this XK Derby clash. The Bulls taking the Lions.
Just having a look at this.
Tackle.
Yeah, you've got to think Navuka's coming in to make the tackle and just touch the ball. Nothing intentional about it from Navuka. It should be absolutely no problem.
Crouch. Fine. Sit. Ball's out.
Satisfactory set piece. Lombard show and go. Finds Jonker. Needs to get back on his feet, not held in the tackle. Buys his teammates some time to clean over. Mohamba. Dipping pass. That's been given away.
12 blue. Put that on the screen for us, please.
Could be trouble here for the Bulls. David Creel.
Just before that, they picked up the 12 blue, tackled the man without the ball, so I need to see this.
David Creel's the man they're going to have a look at here for tackling someone
so this is on the
without the
screen
ball.
there. There's in your screen. Let's have a look at 12's action now.
Okay. It's without the ball, it's just a penalty. In my view, it's just a penalty. He's taken out an extra defender, but it's not.
So penalty only there, Yaku.
Thank you.
It's difficult. You buy the dummy. You drift onto the player that you think is going to get the ball, make a half hit on him. It's happening at speed.
You know, for me, when that happened and the call was made, I could only think what the coach's mind is going through. And I had to stop myself because in the same breath, a week from now, they could benefit from something exactly like this, and they have benefited both sides. So within the laws of the game, the call is made. The debates will go on in the living rooms around Joburg and Pretoria. Was it the correct call? Opted to kick for goal somewhere along the lines of that. Humber. A good looking kick. Flags go up. Another penalty to extend the lead for the Lions.
And he's been flawless off that kicking tee today as Sonela Nahamba. I think he's really enjoyed his move up here to Johannesburg. Chris Smith on in jersey 22.
Jonker. And Jonker. What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Looking to manage the game now. The Lions plenty communication. Quinn Horn. We'll make sure he finds touch. No, chase not good enough from the Lions, so the Bulls will take a quick one. Chris Smith. Smith leads the counter. Good organisation defensively by the Lions as Vessel swings it on a scrum off. Vermaat's pass is world class.
There's the ball.
Vanderland. Creel. Flat. Gap found by Klopper, the replacement prop forward. Cornel Hendricks has had some good touches. He's finding Corsi. Corsi goes direct.
On the ball.
One stands his ground.
Stay there.
Oh, it's been a great duel between those two.
Vanderlinde. Smith. Carl Brink. Ball is out. The Bulls under a bit of pressure. Smith will make the most of it. The contest. Got it back. Smilane, inside ball. Gets it out to Elbert Lowe.
14 red. Just a penalty.
Penalty against the
Okay,
Lions.
advantage for penalty. Only
Carl Brink falls on the charge. Got the penalty advantage.
insurance.
Could be a dangerous clean out there from Elbert Lowe. There's the advantage. Nokia on the 22.
Fine for clean out.
Another clean out from
Still
Elbert
advantage
Lowe.
for it.
Ball's looking for the 5
Tackle
pointers,
window,
promising it.
penalty
Just got to execute. Show a bit of patience. Creel will take it in and support his Vessels. Shake slightly. Good read by Nohamba, but brushed away by Chris Smith to Novuka. Works his way back in field. Smohile Novuka. Superb ball retention by the Bulls. Klopper again offers his services to Kerry. Nokia has been knocked on.
Offside, 9 red.
Gee,
Over here.
really trying to tighten the screws at the moment, this Bulls team.
A little bit backwards.
Went 13, 14 phases.
Over here. 9 red offside.
Really trying to swing that blue hammer.
We also had an advantage for a tackle that slipped up high, but it's a penalty only again.
Just over 7 minutes to go. 4 points separate these teams.
Stop the time, there's 2 players out.
Nohamba needs some attention.
We're going.
Here he is. He's been a standout player for them. Comes up. Gets the fend from Chris Smith.
Yeah, no foul play.
Yeah, I think it's just embarrassed. It's got brushed away so
Advantage
quickly.
there for the tackle that
Send it
slipped up
on.
high.
But a solid innings
Then you got the second
from
advantage.
the Lions. Scrum off. Send it on Nohamba.
Remember, calm down now. You just made calls in your favour there.
Now decision time now for this Bulls team. 3 points on offer. They backed their drive within the first 10 minutes of this second half and got a try through Johan Grobelo.
Gap, please.
They've set up another line out. This time though, the hooker is Jan Hendrik Vessels, who will be feeding the line out.
Move. In the 5. To the middle, yes. And use that.
Unable to do it, the Bulls. Defense from the Lions. Emmanuel Shatuka.
Driven backwards.
Edward van der Merwe. Ruben never stopped going. Skuman. How pivotal has that stemming of the drive been for the Emirates Lions?
Hook it in, bring it back. Bring it back, we're going to stand.
Jovial atmosphere. What a contest we've had at round 15 of the Vodacom URC. Right here in Pretoria, Loftus Versfeld. Home that Warren Brosnia, stadium that Warren Brosnia once called home.
Control your weight.
Yeah, you loved it so much here, you moved to Pretoria. Threw the surfboard away and you settled in Pretoria.
I did. Been a great stadium, some great memories, and many more memories to be made in this wonderful game.
Double impact. It was in. Far side was in already. This side was pre-engaged, far side. Double impact. What's happened? Okay, stop the clock. Stop the time.
Now attention at the moment to Ruben Skuman. His work rate has been incredible. He's given 8 carries, 8 tackles, and countless work in the tight exchanges by the big lock forward.
9 red. Let's find out.
Missed him a couple of times in the season when Skuman wasn't playing.
Okay, 9's coming
Good
up.
to have him back on
HIA.
to really lead the engine of the Lions.
He's been one of the standout players as Nahamba in this contest. His contribution has been pivotal. Morne van den Berg, his replacement.
Great competition must be said at scrum half there in Lions country. Morne van den Berg also not a slouch, standing finisher.
He's a good
player,
player.
yeah. And for him to miss out 74 minutes of the class tells you how good Nahamba was this afternoon. "29 points, the Lions lead the Bulls, but the Bulls 25 points. Difference of 4 definitely is not enough. And time will tell.
Around the corner.
Coming around the corner, so penalty to the Lions. They need to be composed.
Powerful.
I tell you, these are crucial moments in this game. When you give away field position, you make an error, it can be costly.
First contribution.
Let's move.
What a renowned kicker of the ball. Can't remember really seen him kicking. But the Lions will take that kick any day. It's a good punt for a touch from Morne van den Berg.
Yeah, he just had to make sure. The problem here for the Bulls, they're trying to get some go forward. They can't go straight, they go around the corner through that left-hand side. They walk it around, and it's the penalty has been conceded. Massive moment here for the Lions.
Andries Couture still hasn't made his way into the park. An experienced fullback for the Lions. In the front, secured by Delport.
Number 1 blue taking out the lifter.
Another penalty for the visitors.
Number 1 taking out the lifter, so that's a line-out infringement. It's 15 in.
And leadership coming through from Ruben Skuman.
Number 1 taking out the lifter.
Yeah, I tell you, Owen, you got to rewind this about a minute and a half. Bulls have got a line-out feed, 7-8 meters out. They're unable to get that drive going. We have a scrum. Penalty gets conceded. Ball gets kicked out. Another line-out. Penalty again. And suddenly now you are in your own 22. And they're probably going to be less than 3 minutes to go in this game. It gets taken down. Try to sack it, but it was a little late on the sack, unfortunately, for the Bulls. But now, 3 minutes to go, and the Lions are in the Bulls' 22. Jake White watching on. No rush from the Lions. Morne Brandon to feed. Horn can't take it. Nortje, brilliant. Van Staden. The work rate from Emmanuel Shatuka, making yet another tackle from the hard-working flanker. Bulls have got to go all of 95 meters. The Lions have just got to be able to defend it. Van der Linde kicking that ball away. Nolan Vuka passes it in field. Van der Merwe.
Ball is knocked on by blue.
Ransberger, the replacement prop. Shatuka. The advantage being played by Yaku Paper. The drop kick from Gianni Lombard, is it over? Just goes to the side of the uprights. They were playing on penalty advantage.
10 red. Thumbs up.
Yaku Paper says that advantage had been played. Just slips to the right of the upright. Andries Kutsia comes on. Gianni Lombard leaves the field. Smith with the drop kick. Van der Merwe. Big step and runs straight into contact. Van den Berg. Kutsia. Defense from Ulrich Loh on his opposite. Kutsia straight into the first receiver position. A loose pass. Is this the opportunity for this Bulls team? The ball's out.
From the breakdown.
A lifeline for the Vodacom Bulls.
Yeah, on the ball.
Wow. What a derby game it has been between this Vodacom Bulls team and this Emirates Lions side. Pass just slips out the hands of Andries Kutsia. Has just come off the bench, picked up by Spoo and Corsi. And then one of the Lions players transgressing or giving a penalty, giving a lifeline
Patience
to this Bulls team. Ruan Nokia, the captain. Ulrich Loh, the enforcer, the sheriff. And Jan-Hendrik Wessels, the man who's got to be pinpoint with his throw. Vermaak takes. Wessels in the boot. The crowd is cheering, getting behind their team. The blue wave is moving. 5 meters out. Still going, still regrouping, still communicating, still talking, still moving. 1.5 meters to still go. Spoo and Corsi comes in. It's held up over the try line, or is it coming back? It's coming back. And that'll be scrum feed to the Lions. And it could be full time.
Siren has gone, yes.
Siren's gone, so time is done.
What a game of rugby. What a victory for this Emirates Lions team.